Yo te traigo esta bomba puertorriqueña.
Welcome to my channel. Today's video I'm going to make I'm going to say Puerto Rican rum cake for my style. If you want to see this video, stay tuned. Okay, and are the ingredients. This is a very easy recipe. And I'm going to start. I have a bowl here and I'm going to use this box. I'm using the traditional yellow cake from Pillsbury brand name. And try not to buy the one who say moist because we're going to wet this cake. And in here the ingredients are in the back of the box. And for example, 1 cup of water, half cup of oil, and 3 eggs. That's what we need to make this cake according to this recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the 1 cup of the water, the half cup of the oil, and then I'm going to add the 3 eggs. Then I'm going to break the yolks, and then I'm going to mix that up. You can do it, I do it by hand, but you can use the electric mixer, hand mixer. But for me, it's easy this way, so I don't have to. And then I'm going to add the cake flour. Simple like that. Make sure you mix everything. Don't over mix, but everything has to be well combined, okay? And the cake batter is ready. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat the oven at 350. I had 2 baking sheets. This is 9 by 15. And you can use a big one if you like. I'm going to use 2 because I'm going to divide this this mix in 2. And I used in the spray with flour. If you don't have that, you can definitely use butter. And make sure you cover real good. So I'm just going to spray some in there. I'm also going to use pecan in one of mine. This is optional. If you're allergic to pecan or any kind of nuts, you don't have to add them in there. But I'm going to make one with and one without. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray some spray to the baking pans. And then in one of them, I'm going to add some pecan. And then I'm going to divide the mix or try to divide the mix in equal parts. Now I'm going to put this in the oven and I'm going to bake this for approximately from 30 to 45 minutes. And you're going to check it. The way you check it when you insert a knife or toothpick and it comes out clean, you know your cake is ready. So depend on the baking pans you're using or the oven. That's why you're going to know the cake is ready. In here I have 3 cups water, which I'm going to bring it to a boil. And I have 1 stick of cinnamon. If you're allergic to cinnamon or you just don't like the flavor, you don't have to add that in there. You can add 1 big one or 2 sticks of cinnamon. And 1 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to let this boil in medium heat to medium. And we're going to let it for 20 minutes, okay? Okay, after 20 minutes, that's what it looks. I'm going to use a strainer because I'm going to make sure, you know, nothing go to that. And if you don't use the cinnamon, you don't have to do that step. Just put it in a container like this. And you don't have to use, I use the whole thing, but let me, I'm adding 1/3 cup of brandy. But you can use any type of dark rum you like. And I'm using 1/4 cup. Now I'm going to while the cake is still hot, I'm going to poke some holes with a fork. Now I'm going to put some of the liquid to soak the cake. And if you don't want to have it too wet, you don't like too wet cake, you don't have to add the whole thing, okay? So you just can put a little in there and that's it, like now. That's the way you don't, if you don't like it too wet. It's not, and then go ahead and put the whole thing. And after you put this, you're going to let it set for 2 to 3 hours, from 2 to 3 hours, or even better, if you let it overnight and then the next day you can eat the delicious cake. Now after a few hours, carefully you're going to pass a butter knife around the cake. I turn, this one is with the pecans, and I remove the other one. So if you see it's still hot, so I have to let it cool down completely. And then on top, we're just going to put some powdered sugar. And the powdered sugar is optional. You can put some frosting, you can put some heavy whipping cream, Cold Whip, whatever you like. But I'm just going to go ahead and put some of the confectionery sugar. And then the cake is done. Very easy recipe to make for this Christmas.